Where are the best places to visit in Illinois? Somebody just popped in here. They heard an advertisement somewhere, and they said, the place where a lot of music's played outside of East St. Louis in Illinois, what's that called? And I said, Sauget. And he says, that's what I thought. I just heard somewhere they called it Sauget. That's not right? No, I didn't think so. Sauget. I mean, it's a place where you can go and smell chemicals and watch women take their clothes off and then go catch a rock show like War or the Butcher Babies. Anyways, what are the best places to visit in Illinois? Not Sauget. Sauget is fine and all if that's your taste, but not the... I don't know why I opened with that. But I want to hear you and what you think are some of the best places to visit in Illinois. Now, 8:12, Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop, and we'll get to the phones here. 217-629-7970. We'll hear from you throughout, so get those calls ready. What are the best places to visit in Illinois? Again, 217-629-7970. We're having this conversation because Governor J.B. Pritzker announced a multi-million-dollar ad campaign that ultimately is going to be used to promote various places throughout Illinois and to ensure that we get more tourists to the state, including in that are locations all throughout Springfield. But we live in the Springfield area. We know about all of these places. What about outside of the Springfield area? Now, Megan and I were always looking to travel. We want to, take extended weekends and go see some sights. We love down in Shawnee. It's a great place to go hike. We want to try out some of the camping down there. We got a couple of kayaks that we're set to take around from lake to lake and do some camping and kayaking and all of that. So where are some of the best places to go for that type of thing? But before we get to your calls, let's go ahead and take a look at some of what the ad campaign is here. Now, Governor J.B. Pritzker has lined up, and you've got Jane Lynch, who's a famous actress from Illinois, doing the ads here. So we'll get to that in a moment. 217-629-7970. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Morning, Greg. Hey, the Garden of the Gods in Southern is phenomenal. And it's just breathtaking every time I go there. You can go camping, you can do whatever not whatever you want, but you can do a lot of outdoor activity down south. And
there is this area in Shawnee that Megan and I went to, and for the life of me, I can't remember. There's a lot of horse trails down there. So you've got Garden of Gods, you've got the Garden of the Gods, you've got some other rock formations, but there was this one trail. It took us down into like a canyon almost. And the way the trees were growing created just this wonderful canopy and just beautiful, just kind of surreal. It felt like I was transported to a totally different planet.
Like a state that actually takes care of their forest. It's really weird. That down, you can go all the way up north, and it just seems like no one cares. But yeah, you go down south, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
gorgeous.
A place to kayak. Granted, it's not Illinois, but it's right next to us. It's Missouri, and that's the Current River. And down in southwest Missouri, there is an entire area of rivers that you can kayak and canoe or whatever in, and you can literally just pull off and camp because it's all national forest. So you can literally just be like, hey, that looks like a good spot to camp or, camp for the night. We went about 50 miles down river, and it took us about 4 days.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And all we did.
But sir, that's in Missouri. All right.
I know.
That's not in Illinois.
It's in Missouri.
It's in Missouri.
But like I said, it's for your kayak. It's a little different.
Hey, listen,
have a good one, buddy.
I appreciate it. We do plan on going outside of the state to kayak. There's, of course, places we can go just in our backyard. But obviously, we want to get out and branch all over the Midwest. But I want to hear from you, 217-629-7970. What are some of the best places to visit in Illinois? We have the Middle of Everything campaign. $30 million is what this is costing. But Jane Lynch from Best in Show, from Glee, she is involved in this. And here is one of the spots that she has produced for the state of Illinois. And this is Tour Illinois. Jane Lynch. Check this out. We'll get to more of your calls.
Welcome to the middle of everything.
Did you know that the corn dog was born right here in Illinois?
No, Jane, I did not know that.
Cheese. And the music. We're back when oldies were called newies. Bye-bye! I was scared of heights too, Grandma. Then I got tall. Illinois, the middle of everything.
So you saw in that, of course, the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum with the Ghost in the Library exhibits. You've got images of Southern Illinois and Shawnee and other areas, including some highlights of Chicago as well. But what do you think are some of the best places to visit in Illinois? $30 million campaign touting that Illinois is in the middle of everything. But what are some of the hidden gems out there? Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Hey, good morning. The Monticello area has several things to offer with like Allerton Park,
Yes.
but the Monticello Railroad Museum is now offering like dinner trains. They have a donut train.
Oh,
They have
wow.
events all year round.
That's cool. We've been to Allerton Park, and that's just holy cow. People who aren't familiar with that, get over there. Monticello is gorgeous, and Allerton Park will blow your mind, especially if you take in the entirety of it. And it's one of those things too, where when we went, it was fall. There weren't that many things in the garden, but I imagine you're going to get a different taste every season you go to Allerton Park. But this train thing, that's interesting too. Make a day trip out of that. Tell me a little bit more about that.
The museum's been around for about 60 years, and they offer something for everybody to see. And this year, I think they're bringing their steam locomotive back online, and it runs, I believe, 1 weekend a month.
Nice. That's pretty cool. And that would be both good for a romantic evening, but maybe something for the kids too. I'll have to check into that. That's a pretty neat idea. I haven't heard of that. Familiar with Monticello and with Allerton Park, but haven't heard about that train museum. So we'll see if we can find that. What are some other places that are great to visit in Illinois? I need to get to Galena. I need to do some especially in the winter months. Go check that out when it comes to skiing and snowboarding. You've got all kinds of history all throughout the state. We did a ghost tour in Chicago several years ago. That was fascinating. But all kinds of things. What are some of the best places to visit in Illinois? I want to get more of your calls coming up next here with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg
News with Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY.
All right, back with your phone calls, 217-629-7970. Good morning. What are the best places to visit in Illinois? What's up?
Well, I'd have to say, thanks for having me on, Greg. I'd have to say, well, you've got to go explore the Shawnee. But I did want to let you know, you don't have to go up to Galena in just the winter. They have canoeing on the Apple River. There's like historic forts to go see. They've got wineries. They have a slide at I think it's Chestnut Mountain and Alpine Slide. You don't have to go up in just the winter.
And
It's a great place. But you do need to
so
get
Galena itself, just the whole area outside of the winter. I've been there before outside of the winter. It is gorgeous, and I need to spend more time there. But gosh, I see people going there and skiing and stuff. It looks so wonderful. I want to take in the snow in Galena.
I think you need to do both.
Yeah.
I think you'd enjoy both the winter and in the summer. I
Right
think
on.
it's a good time of 30. Anyway, but go down to the Shawnee and explore that. There's just so much to do down there.
There really is, and you get totally different experiences on either part of the state, right? I mean, on the eastern part, you've got a whole bunch of just wonderful places to go for Shawnee, but don't neglect going to the western part of Shawnee. There's a lot of travel in between, but it's definitely the options are bountiful.
You got the Little Grand Canyon on the west side. You've got all kinds of different things that are down there. People don't even know about this.
Love it.
They're pretty cool.
Yep. Absolutely. Appreciate the call. 217-629-7970. Let's get a couple of more here. Good morning. You're on WMAY. Best places to visit in Illinois.
Well, this isn't in Illinois, but it's close.
Okay.
Park County, Indiana,
All
where
right.
they have the Covered Bridge Festival. They have events going on year-round. They've got Turkey Run State Park. A lot of beautiful hiking there.
I tell you what, though,
And,
Indianapolis isn't that far of a drive. It's about the same distance from here to Chicago than it is here to Indianapolis. And we took our bikes to Indianapolis for a weekend. and they've got incredible bike trails all throughout the city. We have yet to check out some of the other, outskirts of Indianapolis or Indiana for that matter, but we'll check it out for sure. So,
Well, this is just 60 mile west of Indianapolis, so it just get on I-72, get off at Decatur, stay on old US 36. As soon as you cross the Wabash, you're in Park County. And this weekend, 2 events are going on. The village of Mansfield has their Mushroom Festival, and one of those days at least, they have a car show, older car, classic cars.
yeah.
And then village of Bridgeton, which has both Mansfield and Bridgeton have old water power mills. The Mansfield one's a state historic site. It should be up and running for the weekend. And then at Bridgeton, the mill's privately owned. The gentleman owns that's just done a lot of work on his mill over the last 25 plus years, and just gives a great demonstration. And they're having their Bridgeton Rendezvous, which is like Revolutionary War technology reenactments.
So a lot of stuff going on over in Indiana, though. I appreciate the call on that. Really wanted to focus just on Illinois because, we're spending $30 million on an ad campaign about middle of everything. 217-629-7970. Get a few more calls in. Best places to visit in Illinois. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Turkey Run is a great place to go. But all your callers have previously been saying, outdoorsy stuff. I heard you mention earlier, places to go listen to music and shows.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's a little hidden secret there in Riverton. It's called the Back Room. It's behind, basically it's in the back of a liquor store. They got it all set up as a little acoustic type place. He gets a lot of up and coming country music playing.
That's true. Jeb Brown, he brings the acts, and it's a small, intimate setting, and it's pretty amazing the people he gets lined up in there.
Oh, and I'll tell you another one that absolutely amazes me. It's up in it's called the Mason City Comedy Club or whatever. That guy, I don't know how he gets some of the names he gets out in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. Somebody says because he's connected to the Bob and Tom show.
Okay, yeah. Possibly. I don't know. But Mason City Limits, another great venue. So those are, I appreciate you sharing that because we've got plenty of those things as well, even in our own backyard here. The wineries out at Dannenberg are just incredible. If you haven't been out there, it's awesome. The stage that got built, thumbs up. So things happening all over the place. We'll take one more call here. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Good morning. Starved Rock's pretty cool. You haven't been there?
I haven't, but I know of it, and I need to get up that far. It's pretty far north, isn't it?
No, it's up LaSalle, Peru, Ottawa. It's not that far north.
Gotcha. Right on.
You can be there in a couple hours. It's really cool. A lot of trails, a lot of waterfalls to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. And also a place where some people have lost their lives because they don't follow the signs that says, don't hike here. Never good. All right. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the calls. And if you get a chance, you might want to check out the campaign costing taxpayers $30 million. It's the middle of everything. Illinois, enjoyillinois.com, and you can see itineraries for the Springfield events, for Chicago area, and so on, including a lot of stuff going on down south with Shawnee and the like. So thumbs up. We'll be back with more, and in particular, I do want to talk